Breaking into the acting industry comes with a lot of trial and error, which many don't overcome. But for Lehlohonolo Mokampanyane, when that leading role didn't call, he decided to find his niche in the commercial and advertising acting spaces. His plight, however, continues as he's become vocal about the needs of Black actors and those who aspire to enter the industry. And while Lehlohonolo has featured in some film and theater productions, he says the industry still lacks diversity and equal opportunities for Black actors. Take a look at this.
Hey.
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 That would have been embarrassing. Honey, you won't believe what just happened.
Oh, you have a wife?
Yeah.
Shame.
Why?
Huh? Oh. Nothing. Nothing.
You only die once, so make it count. Memorial Parks by Kelgro. Reserve a grave at one of our safe cemeteries today.
All right, he joins me now to tell us more about his journey and what he believes is the missing link in the entertainment industry. Lehlohonolo, welcome to Newsroom Afrika.
Thank you for having me.
You are definitely the missing link, I can tell you that. I never thought I could laugh or smile at any commercial that has to do with death or being buried.
That is a tricky one. It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
But the story about that was, at first, you know, it is about death, but then it talks about the idea of sometimes you just got to celebrate life.
Celebrate life.
Yes.
I love that because we don't think about that.
No,
I mean,
we
and this is part of your task, I suppose, that what you've tasked yourself to do as a creative. And before we get into that, brilliant piece, by the way.
Thank you.
Really, really brilliant piece. But you have highlighted and have been vocal about the challenges that are faced by Black actors in the industry. Tell me more about your position on this.
Well, I can talk to you about experience that I've experienced. When I started out as an actor, going to open castings, the biggest challenge was at first the surplus of Black actors there. So you end up losing your identity. You feel like you're just another number. So when it comes to that, it's good that there are a lot of Black actors, but I would say the roles that are given, there's not that many. So then there's too many going for this specific role. And that in itself can devastate your soul.
And just for the benefit of our viewers, how long have you been in the industry? And how long would you say you have struggled before deciding that you are now going to take this path and create a little niche for yourself?
Well, I can tell you now, I started when I wanted to be an actor, I was in grade 9.
Yeah.
I was in 2012.
Yeah.
So from then already, the first battle was, convincing parents like, yes, this is what I want to do, this is who I am. After that, went to university, after grade school for teaching how to just be a performer, an entertainer.
Yeah.
And then after that, that's when the kicker. After university, you got to find a role, you got to find a job or an agent, and that's when the struggle happens. That's when it starts. I found myself not having a job or roles for.
All right. So I want to talk to you a little bit more about the struggle when it comes to the industry, especially when you mention that the moment you have an agent, that's when the challenge really begins. And to hear that you are, coming from the background that you are with regards to your schooling, speaks volumes about the amount of preparation that you have had in the industry. So this is not just something you decided to wake up and do, because I feel like there generally isn't a great level of respect when it comes to the industry, when it comes to the arts. People just think you can just wake up one day and just decide that you are a singer just because you sing in the shower. And it doesn't work this way. There's a lot that happens behind the scenes. Tell me about your knowledge or understanding of the business side of things and the importance of actually teaching this in school, because I feel like even when I went to school for journalism, that we weren't taught about the business of the industry. And it's something you have to learn along the way.
Definitely. One thing that I have learned in the industry that I wish I learned in school was networking. That's one of the most important things. That's how you get your roles, your jobs. You network with people in the industry. That you have a director who's working on a script and he has an actor in mind. And if you have had that network with him, it's like, oh, this actor could be perfect for this role, sends you the brief, then you have those auditions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And what has been your greatest lesson in that process?
Oh, my greatest lesson in all of that is learn to take it on the chin.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can have this brief and you think this is perfect for me. I
Right.
got this. This is going to be my role.
Yeah.
And you get to your audition, you think it's going well, and then you didn't get it.
Yeah.
And that can be like an earth-shattering moment.
Of course.
Which I would say I have gone through myself, and it's made me stronger, I would say.
If it doesn't kill you, it can
It
only
makes
make
you
you stronger. Talk to me about the transition from being a performing artist and actor to now curating your own pieces and moving into this path that you've taken, as we've seen in the ad for Memorial Parks.
Oh, yes. Well, at first, I didn't think it would be something I would do, because I always saw myself as screen, as stage. But then I found myself loving just creating my own stories, my own little worlds. And it's a nice, eye-opening experience, because it shows that I'm capable of more. I'm capable of more just reading lines. I can make my own stories.
So what does that mean? How involved are you in the process? And explain to us, like we are 2-year-olds, what that process entails from concept to finish.
Well, concept to finish when it comes to the ad industry also is usually the directors find what they need, the producers, and they write the script, and then they go through the auditioning process. And I would say with the previous ad you just saw, I worked with the director later on, but it was more of we went through the script and we went through it together, like, does this work, does this not work? And that is a very important experience, I would say. It's always important to have an actor working with your director. That's when you can make a good piece.
And at what point do you feel that you become lucrative in this business, especially given that, as you've indicated in the past, that the industry still lacks diversity and equal opportunities for black actors? When do you feel like you've broken even?
Oof, that's a tricky question, because I don't think there's a definite tell when you have broken even or not. It's more of you do something and then it has an impact. That's great. That's great. And you just ride that wave, but also create more. Use that momentum you have to just create more, to keep pushing more, because there's always more you can do.
And what more are you going to do? Like, I'm so excited about the future for you. Having seen the work that you've done so far, I think, the future's just way too bright.
Oh, way too bright. When it comes to what more to do, well, for one, I'm pushing more to just do my own stuff, like social media, have my own stories there. I am deciding to work on a story that I would say is really important to me. And it's a scary situation, because it's a new venture, like starting something new that I haven't done. It's a very personal story, project, and I think I'm excited about it and scared, but it's a good scared.
What scares you?
Oh, the openness, being open about who I am. Like, you take who I am and put it onto a page, and to show everybody, you open yourself to the world that
Right.
sees you, and you never know what their reactions could be.
That's the thing about creativity and the arts, isn't it? You
Gotta be.
You put it out there, and it belongs to everyone to take apart, in whichever way they want to.
Definitely, and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of stories, of anything you create. Someone else can think of something completely different that you didn't think about.
Well, we wish you all of the best, and thank you so much for inspiring even many others. You may think you created a path for yourself, but actually in so doing, you've created a path for many others.
I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you for your time,
Oh,
Lufonolo.
thank you for having me.